Hi guys! Thank you so much for everyone who posted their questions in our last community post. We really appreciate it and loved reading your comments. If Mac could talk, what would be his favorite phrase? It would definitely be, "Cheese, please!" And a question with a similar answer is, what is Mac's favorite snack? It's definitely cheese, but he also likes a lot of the other treats we give him, like watermelon in the summertime and carrots. He also likes the training treats that we use when we're training him. Do you think having a dog improves your outlook and well-being? Yes, for sure. Having Mac and having a dog, I think, is wonderful. It brings so much joy into the house. It's been so great this past winter. It helped us get outside more as well when we took Mac on longer walks. It's great waking up to him, coming home to him. He's such a sweetie, and yeah, it's great having a dog. Next question is, did you look at a number of breeders or were you recommended, and how did you decide to pick Mac? Did he pick you? And a similar question we've received was, how many siblings does Mac have, and is he still in contact with them? Mac has 4 siblings, but unfortunately he's not in contact with them anymore, and it did take a long time to find Mac. We did search around for a long time, but eventually when we found him, everything worked great. He was the first puppy to come up to us, and he was very snuggly right away. This is a photo of him on the night we got him. Yeah, everything went super smoothly. How old is he? Mac's a little over 1 year old. He turned 1 last month. What feature or action, if any, gave you the idea to name him Mac? We named Mac after the musician and fellow Canadian Mac DeMarco. Does Mac have any friends in the building? Yes, he does. Our building is pet friendly, so he does see a lot of dogs on a daily basis, and his first friend was this cat that you see here in this clip. Do you use any supplements or bones for chewing? Yes, we have a deer antler that has lasted us probably 8 months now. Are you going to give Mac a brother or sister? We do plan to get another dachshund down the line, likely when we move into a bigger apartment, and we're looking to either maybe get a long-haired or a wire-haired dachshund. Next question is, my ham is hyperactive unlike Mac, who can be very tame when you try to put on the harness and during his walk. How did you train Mac? So we didn't do too much in the way of training with the harness. We did initially put it on him inside so he could get used to it before taking him out on walks. And as you can see in this video, he wasn't a huge fan of the harness to start, but getting used to it inside made it a bit easier when we took him outside then. And it's kind of similar to the sweaters that he wears. He sits with me when I knit it, so he gets a good sniff of it, he's familiar with the material, and then when it goes on, it's not such a foreign thing. How is his sleep schedule? I mean, what time does he wake up? When does he go to sleep, or does he usually need to take naps? Mac usually wakes up around 9, and then he'll take a couple naps throughout the day, and then he'll start to doze off around 7 p.m. when we're eating dinner. He'll usually get some zoomies at some point before bed, and then really go to bed at 10 p.m. Next question is, we have a little doxie ourselves, and he is our whole world, but he is a serious chewer. Do you have the same problem, and if yes, do you have any toy recommendations? Yes, we definitely have the same problem. Mac really can go through toys, especially tennis balls. We do still use them, but we really have to put them away if we're not actively playing with him. A couple of toys that have worked great for Mac, and this is not any kind of sponsor content, but brands that have worked great for us are Kong and Go Nuts, and we also give him deer antlers. But Kong does break after a couple months, but they still last for a long time. And it's also great because Kong makes toys that are small enough for little super chewers, not just big dogs. How much exercise would you recommend in the first months? So initially, Mac kind of let us know if he was tired, he would stop playing and go lay down, or if we were out for a walk, he would sit down, so then we would carry him. And now, if the weather is good, we take Mac on a couple long walks per week. And during the wintertime, we usually do one good long walk on the weekend and then shorter walks throughout the week. We also stop at the dog park near our house to make sure he spends extra energy. What is his weight? Would also like to know where you got the ramp. Mac weighs 11 pounds and the ramp is from Pet Gear. We also received a few questions asking if Mac barks a lot. Mac rarely barks, but we do acknowledge we are pretty lucky in that regard. He does bark when somebody's at the door, which is normal, but otherwise he really doesn't bark very often. Our suspicion is he doesn't bark very often because he doesn't seem to like when other dogs bark. Has Mac always been so well behaved? Has he always been friendly with humans and other puppies? Mac can definitely be a bit sneaky at times, but on the whole he is very well behaved. With humans, he's great with people. He really loves everybody he interacts with. And with dogs, he's good with small and medium-sized dogs. Sometimes with big dogs, it's a bit hit or miss. But generally, even with big dogs that he doesn't like, he just tries to avoid them. What led to your decision to get a breed such as Mac? We both grew up around bigger hounds and lived in the country, so we knew we were interested in hounds in general, and now that we live in a city, we thought maybe a smaller breed would be better. And all the dachshunds that we saw and interacted with, we always thought that they had just such great personalities. They were always so friendly and sweet, but also very active, which we wanted as well. And yeah, Mac has such a great personality. We also love the famous dachshund side eye. And we're so glad we went with dachshunds. It's been a great experience. Thanks for watching.